All right. It's Cigar Saturday Live. Matty Rock will be here soon. I'm Tom Fisher, but for the moment, you all know this name, this face. It's Sanj Patel. How's it going, Sanj?
Going well. I'm blessed, brother.
Yeah,
How are
good to
you?
see you, brother. Yeah, man, it's good to see you to open the show with Sanj and Tom. Matty coming soon. He
Matty,
had to
join
grab
us.
something, but Sanj and I were just discussing. You have a whole new blend of SP 1014s coming.
Yes. So
Tell
that
tell us about it.
SP 1014 Black. So it's not a Maduro. So as soon as we say SP 1014 Black, people think it's a Maduro. No, it's just a name. So original cigars we had in 1992. We had SP 1014 Red, which we launched this past January, and now the
Right.
SP in Black. And both master blenders are different. SP 1014 Red is blended by Chico Rivas, myself, and second one is blended by Eladio Diaz and myself. And
Yeah.
we can't wait, complete two different cigars. So a lot of times, when one manufacturer makes a cigar, they could make 20 different kinds, but the basic
Right.
notes are identical. You could tell that this is their footprint, right? In our case, it's one extreme to the other. And when we launched SP 1014, a lot of people said, "How are you gonna top this?" And same people that have tried, whose opinion mean a lot to us, and they're like, "We don't know how you did it." So, SP, it's different level. Four
Yes.
sign.
And again, this is a whole new for those of you that have tried it. The last year's one, this is a whole new blend. And again, the gentleman that you partnered with is he's really known in the industry, just like you.
Yeah. So Eladio Diaz was a master blender for Davidoff from 80s to 2021 of last year, November, he retired. And we collaborated with him. And because I was his big fan, for 30 years, Eladio was somebody that, I always had a dream. And even if you look at the post we post, it says Dream Project. And of course, it is a dream project, So this is something in our business, it's considered God, So like most people don't even get to see them. Most people don't even get to hear about him. And these are the people, these are the king makers. You see the king in the front, but you don't see. So a lot of people, even our Davidoff fans, they don't know who Eladio Diaz is. But there are who's connoisseurs of cigars. They know, of course, they're going to know who, Eladio Diaz is. And, it's a great stuff. And also the beautiful thing that we do is also on the Project Kill the Industry, right?
Yes.
So the cigars that we coming out with, all four of them, is going to be 1992 pricing, which is 5x50 is going to be $9. Black, that's exactly what it was. 5x54, it's 10 is going to be nine for $11,
Wow.
and by 54 $12.
And
And
again, these are the prices that it was in 94, you said?
1992 all the way to 2008.
Oh,
We did
wow.
the price. So this is the same project that we did with SP 1014 Red. SP 1014 Red was in 90s $8, $8.50, $9, and it's the same thing today. Every
Wow.
cigar is broad tested. Every cigar is individually weighed 5 times. So same concept as the SP 1014 Red. Everything's same, except the sizes change. Vitola's going to be added, and no lanceros on black, because if you make a lancero on black, it will be, that's not what I want to achieve with that
Sure.
flavor. So
Sure.
this is more like it's more like a 60% dark cocoa, a lot of
Ooh,
sweet notes, and a lot of Mexican. There's a name for it. It's a chili they make. Not jalapeno, but it's a red chili, so it's very
like
sweet.
the Mexican chocolate note?
Hello chili, yeah. So it has a
Yeah.
very very
Ooh,
sweet
nice.
taste to it, and zero aftertaste, because tobacco, again, it's 100% pure, nothing's tinted with anything. And I'm excited. Already people, as you see, social media that we send people cigars to, they're loving it. And it's nothing nothing. Again, we're not looking to compete with anybody. This is who we are.
Sure.
I'm my own man, and that's where it ends. So, and the response so far that we're getting, it's tremendous. It's beyond belief for me, and I'm glad that we were able to put something that is that industry needed. And I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm excited, and you know, we'll see. We'll see. I can't wait for October 14th.
Yeah, big congratulations for you for you again. It's you and Eladio. I know you've done a lot of work on this one.
Yes.
Again, a whole different profile, chocolates, sweeter notes, but balanced by those beautiful earth notes. Break down the binder, the wrapper, the filler for us.
So when you take any cigar, and smaller the cigar, the gauge wise, right? It's more flavorful. So as you go from 50 to 52, it has a change to it. From 52 to 54, it's even milder, right? So to achieve it at that, so most companies, no company's done it. This is first time done. So the way we did it, 5x50 has a one full wrapper. 5x54, we added sliver of quarter more wrapper. 6x54, we added half a wrapper, and 7x54, we added 3/4. So it balances the ratio between binder and filler and the wrapper. So you're not going to lose anything. So all cigars going to be, identical. All cigars going to taste the way we want it to taste, and there is no loss of flavor, no loss of character. As you go into some, as soon as you light it, you're going to, feel it. And there is no change. Most cigars change as you smoke it. As the cigar progresses, it changes for worse. Sometimes it get very peppery, very, sometimes it could get bitter, because that's all the impurities, such as tea, Coca-Cola. Some companies use bleach, some companies use honey. So even though all this stuff, not Coca-Cola and bleach, but honey and tea is natural, even, you spray that, is still considered natural. But the chemical, when you ignite it, the chemical changes, chemical reaction changes, and that's what you're tasting. And
wow,
here,
there's some companies that use these chemicals, like Coca-Cola and this on the tobacco.
There are a lot of companies, because what happens, they achieve darker tobacco. So nature takes 3 to 4 years. They do it in 3 to 5 weeks.
Wow.
A lot of companies use mineral oils and stuff. So here our main concept is to remain pure.
Right.
And also our SPs, you smoke a lot of SPs, and our SP, you open the box, is nothing same color, because it's natural. If you open any of the box, they're identical. If you open one box, if you open 10 box, if you open 100 box, they're all identical color. And that is one way of saying that, okay, this is not natural. Even though it's natural elements used in it, but still to us is not natural.
Right, right. And would we be surprised if we knew the companies that did this? I mean, or do most all companies do this? What's the
Well, 90, 95, 96% of the companies do the same stuff, one way or the other. And they could say they're not doing it, but I don't believe it. And I have seen it, Listen, the good thing about me is I'm in the both end of the business. I'm looking in from inside out, and I'm looking from outside in, so it's a little different for me. But what they do is their business, what we do is our business.
Sure. So as a result, when you talk about your cigars, the colors may be a little different, but the flavor obviously all consistent, very pure.
Flavors never compromise,
Flavors never compromise. The color might be different here or there.
So it's all appearance. So appearance means nothing. It's like taking a loom of banana, 6 banana, and you leave it a couple of days, it develops black spot. But it's not, even though it's the same loom, it's not developing identical black spots. But the fruit is still sweet inside. So color nothing. The way wrapper's aging means nothing. Yes, of course, you're going to get discoloration in a lot of this our cigars, but that's 100% pure.
Absolutely. So very exciting, happening October 14th.
Yes, 1014. That's the cigar. SP 1014.
Yeah, the 1014. That's right. SP 1014. Are you calling this one the what? SP 1014
Black.
Black. the
Yeah.
new release coming. A couple of events you'll be having there at the lounge.
Yeah. So SP1014 Black, we're gonna launch 20,000 cigars on October 14, and the first batch of cigars, 100% money is gonna go to SIDS. You know, that's my favorite charity.
Right.
So
Right.
we're gonna donate that money, and then we're gonna do second launch in January 7th. So October 14th is my birthday, and January 7th is my 31-year anniversary for the shop. So we're gonna actually launch the cigars. Major launch will be on, January 7th.
Big
But this
launch you're doing.
20,000 cigars will be.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. So again, 20,000 cigars coming out. Will that be the entire launch? Will you have a launch next year, or what will that look like?
No, that's just the first batch we're making.
First
And then
batch.
January goes back to regular production. Yeah. So the first batch is 5,000 cigars of each, 800 boxes of each.
$800. Okay, great. Excellent. Well, again, be watching for this. People can primarily find them where? Just at your shop, other shops?
Right. Yes. And then January, we're going to give it to our 35 retail partners in U.S. And
Right.
then, of course, European market. It's wherever our SPs are. So our SPs in Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, London, Paris. So wherever we have our existing partners in European countries, they will get that. They would have the first bit. But the U.S. is only going to be 35 shops. We're not doing more than 35 shops. So this is something ultra exclusive, So, and we'll see. I mean, we're very happy the way SP1014 turned out, and I'm excited.
The first launch was incredible. This one will be as well.
Yes.
Again, 1014 for SP1014. Event at Sanja's, and will there just be one event? Will you have a few events for the year ends, or that'll be the big event?
No, that would be the first pre-launch party, and then second one, like I said, both events going to be same, but first event is donation, second event is business as usual.
Got it. Excellent, man. It's great to see you tonight, Sanj, and I understand Matty may be someplace close by as well.
So I'm going to hand it to Matty Rock, guys.
No, and stick with us, Sanj. You're welcome to stick with us.
Yes. Give me a few minutes. I'll be right there.
Yeah, we'll hand it to Matty. What's happening, Matty Rock? How's it going?
How we doing today? I was looking for Tank, but he's doing something pig related clearly somewhere. So
is Tank wrestling one of those pigs down, and what's he doing then?
Yeah, I can imagine. Like I said, he probably had an event and he forgot, phones off and everything. So Tank, I'm not calling you out, but 130 episodes, only 2 ditches. 132. You're 1 of 2. And see, this stays forever. So we're just going to talk a turn on that because it's
all right. Well,
great.
We will look forward to hopefully seeing Tank real soon. And if anyone knows the whereabouts of Tank, you're welcome to tell us down below. Tweet back, like this video, share it. I was hunting through my old archives, Matty, and I found a little video of me tasting some of that wonderful pork he had made there for us at Handsome Devil about a year and a half ago. So if that's up on Twitter, Facebook, take a look.
Yep, we're gonna have the gang all back together. For those that are not in the know, the Kentucky Barn Smoker.
Yes.
2 weeks. So 2 weeks from yesterday, we will be starting off the fun out in Kentucky. Like I said, each one of these barn smokers is unique. The fact that we're sitting in the bourbon belt on this one is pretty cool. So,
you're coming to my neck of the woods, Matty, and everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody who comes to these, the whole gang from Drew Estate. It's barnsmoker.com if you're in the Kentucky, or if you want to come to Kentucky. It's near Hopkinsville, isn't it?
Yes, sir. So those not familiar with the area, if you're coming in, you can either fly into Nashville, you can fly into Louisville. It depends what taste of the countryside you want. I'm in Nashville, so I could be fat and go eat Hattie Mae's and go get some barbecue from the guys. But either airport you fly into on your way in, you're going to find something fun to do. Like I said, you're right by where you're in bourbon country. So if you guys gals come in a day or two early, I know a guy who can help get you some bourbon tours. So if you plan on coming in for that, please reach out to Mr. Tom Fischer, and he will tell you who you should go seek and who you should talk to if you want to go on some tours in the local area. And it should be a blast. The reason the Tank, you were supposed to be on Tank, was to talk to you, because as Tank will be preparing food at the barbecue in Kentucky. So
nice.
So
we'll have some of his special whole hog there in Kentucky, won't we?
Exactly. So
wow.
Is the big heritage hog things and multiple generations. So when you're talking about true Americana, the art of hog farming, the respect for the animals, and obviously when you have that kind of respect for the animals, you have the lineage, and you have all those generations in, and it's always something special. That's why people are always reaching out to use this swine. As he's honestly real good stuff.
Yeah, he does an incredible job. So there'll be all kind of experiences, not only from Tank and come have the barbecue. That's all part of the ticket price. But this is going to happen on the Gray family farm, and I understand we're actually going to get to see how the Kentucky Fire cured cigars are made, right?
Exactly. So you get to see something that's very, very unique to the business. And anybody that's either smoked the Kentucky Fire cured or smoked something like the Pappy Van Winkle infused, I mean, you're really going to understand where this tobacco comes from, how the curing process works. And like I said, you're literally sitting there watching the whole process, and they're in the cigars that you're smoking. So you're on the farm where this is being done, smoked and cured out. So you get to see with your own eyes. So that's why I said each barn smoker you go to kind of has its own flavor. Obviously, each tobacco is from a different region, and in this case, you're smoking something that very, very rare to the industry. Definitely neat stuff.
Absolutely. Again, that is coming up in just a few weeks, happening Saturday, October 1st. There is a VIP the night before, which is it going to be on the farm too?
I have to go look where the location is.
All right.
I want to say it is, but I don't recollect if it's on the farm or if it's at another venue. I got to eyeball it.
Right.
And then, of course, after that, we have the last hurrah of the calendar year for that, and that's the Savage Feast in Texas. So
Savage Feast in Texas, yeah, and that will be actually where the ranch where Dallas used to be filmed, right? And
yeah, so all that right there is pretty cool. So some pretty cool history right there. You fly into Dallas, not too far from there, and that'll be the last big shebang of the season when it comes to barn smokers until we release a bunch of other fun stuff that we're doing the following year.
Yes. So again, same, not quite the same, but a similar experience, because all your friends, whether it's Texas or Kentucky, from Acid Cigars, Undercrown, Tobacco Especial, Herrera Esteli, Hoya, Pappy, Deadwood, all of them will be there at both events, and it's an interactive experience like none other.
Absolutely. So those are, Tom, you've been to a couple of them now already. Yeah. So not only do you see all the things that you hear us talk about, but you get to do the experientials. You get to pick up some knowledge on exactly how it goes from seed to cigar. You get to see where it works in the process. You get to talk to the farm owners. People are actually, putting this product together for you. So this is you talk about in the hands of the experts. These are the people who were using their tobacco.
That's right.
You don't get any more genuine than that. You actually get to see the process. You feel, by the time you're done, you feel like you're part of the process. So I highly suggest people have done it before, keep on coming back. If you've never done it before, check out barnsmoker.com. Like I said, seriously cool stuff.
And there are people that come to at least several of these from what I've seen. I was very happy to be at 2, and I'll be at the next ones, but a lot of people come to all these, don't they?
Yeah, like I said, man, it's so much fun. Then you have, what's gone down in the last 2 years where people really couldn't be together. So now you have the ability to, we get people from all over the country that show up. People like my boy Duque, if you're watching, love you, bro. People coming out from Hawaii to come check out events and everything. And like I said, the camaraderie, everyone gets to be back together again, doing what they love to do, smoking, barbecue, drinking. And honestly, what sucks about that? The answer is nothing.
That's right. I see several people that are saying they're going to be at this one in Kentucky. Dimitri, I see you watching. I know Tom Greener's coming. A lot of good people we know from this area are going to be coming to that one. So we'll be excited to see you. And you'll be seeing Myself, you'll be seeing Matty Rock. Of course, Willie Herrera. You'll see Pedro. JD himself will be there. The whole gang. Willie, you name it. You'll see them all, won't you?
Yeah. It'll be a blast. Like I said, again, it's good to see everybody together. I really can't talk enough to the point of how it really gets you involved in what the process is all about. So, when people see just how many hands are on the product, it's a really, really big deal.
Are you getting now? Have you planned out are you looking at maybe some sort of a Kentucky themed outfit for the Kentucky one, Matty? What are you thinking?
There is a strong maybe there, Tom, which means 97% yes. There will be a special Matty Rock infused Kentucky outfit, I feel, coming to this event.
And
maybe hard to say.
Maybe what'd you say?
Maybe offensive, maybe not. It's hard.
Maybe. Okay. And there's a chance there might be a Dallas character that's going to pop out for the Dallas one.
Possibly, but as a Jets fan, I don't even like hearing the name Dallas. But since we both suck this year, maybe it'll be okay. And
hey, you may see me in my Kentucky attire. I might even have a bow tie on. It's possible. Right. Maybe even something whiskey-esque around.
You're going to be dropping out the Derby wear.
It could be the Derby wear. You could be seeing it. That and surrounded by bourbon, some good Kentucky fire-cured cigars, some of the Pappy cigars. Is there anything when you come to Kentucky, Matty, that you really love as far as the cuisine goes, as far as dipping into some of the culture that you get excited about?
Yeah, to be honest, even though I don't drink anymore, when you do the distillery tours, anytime you get to see how something's created and the generations of people that are behind the product, like the fun thing that, the similarities are striking, right, to both industries, and the amount of artisan work that has to take place on both sides to have a really special product. So between that, you have the food, you have the barbecue, you have all the cool shit. So it's fun to go around. When I come in, I usually run in and you can fly into either Louisville, as I said, or Nashville. I go in from the opposite end. I go to Nashville, make sure I get some Nashville hot chicken, and when I'm done with that, get a little bit of barbecue, maybe Jack's or Edley's or something like that. And yep, then head out into Kentucky, and so it's always a blast. Like I said, the people are great. I'm not going to have time this year, but I know you know about it. If you're a Corvette guy right by Bowling Green, you have the Corvette Museum.
Yes.
You've never been out there. That's a pretty cool side trip. Like I said, the amount of distilleries that you could tour at is cool. And you're in horse country too. You're not just in bourbon country. So there's just so much rich heritage that's in that area. And it's all within our area. So guys, gals, you need planning something to do. If you come in a day before, reach out to myself or Tom being the expert, because he lives there, and he'll see we can get it set up for you, or we'll give you a couple ideas of what you can do when you're out there.
I'd love to. Yeah. Y'all feel free to reach out to me. Shoot me a note on Instagram at BourbonBlog, or you're always welcome to email us. Just Tom@BourbonBlog.com. If for some reason you need some ideas, you can certainly hit us up. We'll give you a few ideas. It sounds like Matty already has a good plan for some hot chicken from Nashville. You kind of have like a food route planned out that you're going to just have a little bit as you head up the road, aren't you?
Yeah, I just keep eating until I get to my location, or I pop, one or the other. So it's out there. We're going to find it. Good news is there'll be the VIP dinner, which obviously the food will be great, and then day of the event. So, like I said, I'm in full barbecue mode. Nothing sucks about that.
Full barbecue. I see a lot of great people watching. Dimitri, Glenn, you guys had a happy birthday, Glenn. You had a birthday celebration, look like.
Yes, sir.
Good time. Rev watching. Lots of great folks watching tonight. We're talking Barn Smoker. We're talking about the new SP 1014s. Any other events you're headed to, Matty, coming up that we want to mention? Those are the big ones, but anything else coming up?
So those are the big, like I said, for local stuff. If you check out the Drew Estate app, like I said, even though the Barn Smokers are the last two big boys of the year, check with either your local rep out there. Check on the Drew Estate app. You can see what other local events are coming up before the year. You can check us out. I'll be at Big Smoke in Vegas. So if you guys are heading on out there, come by, say hello. I'll catch you at Big Smoke Vegas. And then, like I said, by the end of the year, beginning of next year, we'll have a whole bunch more announcements on other things that we're putting together to keep everything in full swing. it's like I said, we want to make up for lost time, and
that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Do a lot of stuff and get everybody together. So it'll be a lot of fun coming down the pipeline.
A lot of great fun coming. A lot of fun we have had. We got 2 more of the Barn Smokers. Again, I'll pop that up there one more time. It's barnsmoker.com is the place to go. And well, I did have it. Anyway, it's barnsmoker.com. Of course, the Bourbon Heritage Month continues. So many great bourbon releases. We had about 5 or 6 releases we wrote about today. Check out BourbonBlog. A lot of releases for the month of September, Matty.
What are we drinking today, Tom? What's the cocktail?
Today I'm actually having some. This is really good. I got this earlier this week. Nulu. It's actually it is made with some wonderful bourbon that has been finished in toasted barrels, non-chill filtered, 114 proof, and this one is an Indiana exclusive release. So having this is really delicious. I'm pairing it with an acid cigar. That's what I'm doing right now. Can't wait to try Sandra's new SP 1014 Black coming. What have you been enjoying there, my friend?
I got the first edition SP Lancero as did by Sanj and Chico, and like I said, I've been lucky enough to be able to smoke the SP 1014 Black that's done with Illyrio and Sanj, and I got to tell you, great stuff. And the beauty of it, they're entirely different sticks. What up, dog?
There's Glenn, yeah.
Entirely 2 different sticks, and that's the magic of it. Java, what's up there, baby? And really cool stuff, because you have the ability to smoke 2 cigars. Have Dimitri, what's going on, brother? Have nothing to. They're absolutely not alike. So when people go, how can you compare the SP 1014 from Chico and the SP 1014 from Illyrio? And the answer is you don't. They're just 2 entirely different sticks. So when you get one of the 1014 Blacks, like I said, again, another master blender involved. You do your homework on Illyrio. You'll see what he's done over his years and his tenure, and you're getting a stick again. It's amazing. It's full body. You get that a spicy sweetness, like a peppery, chocolatey spice to it. And like I said, I hate using nomenclature like that. People have a tendency to roll their eyes. It's like, hey, it tastes like Cocoa Puffs and other stuff. But I'm telling you, when you smoke, you're gonna get that dark, bitter cocoa taste and the pepper taste to it, which is amazing. It's like having dark Mexican chocolate with the peppers in it, which I know people have had before. So you're gonna get those notes that are in that smoke, and like I said, just really amazing stuff.
It sounds like it would be just perfect with a nice deep rye, little spice against that chocolate. I can't wait to try it. Come up with some pairings, and it sounds delicious. It really does. And only a few weeks away, right? Only 2 or 3 weeks away from this.
Yep, I'm looking forward to the release. It's going to be fun stuff. Like I said, it's a magical stick. I know you and Sandra touching on it before, so it'll have a limited release. It'll only be available in limited stores throughout the United States and limited locations throughout the world. But like I said, highly recommend it, and absolutely nothing like this stick, which is a pretty cool thing to say. So both of these SPs definitely stand entirely on their own, entirely different style of smoke. So again, when you try those notes that I just told you there, so far I've smoked 2 of the different sizes, and the way that Illyrio and Sanj have kept the blend, obviously, comparatively speaking, when it comes to different sizes of cigar, besides the mouthfeel, you obviously get a little bit of a different flavor profile. Well, regardless of the size in this, they've worked very, very hard to make the blend taste the same across all size lines, which is, wow. That is not easy. Again, that's stuff that you leave to the masters to do. And that was something that Illyrio and Sanj wanted to do that, again, out of the 2 I just smoked, they pulled off, which is pretty amazing. It's a feat that stands on its own. And that's something, like I said, you best leave to the masters to be able to do that.
Absolutely. Coming soon. Again, it's coming on 1014, the SPT 1014. Coming on 1014, which also is Sandra's birthday. So it's a good way to remember Sandra's birthday.
Sanj is back.
We won't forget your birthday now, Sanj.
See, there's things done with the reason.
There is.
With the reason. So like I said, and just like it's going to be a big party with that. Again, Sanj has explained it out to you. It's going to be a big party with that cigar. I've told you what I thought of it. I think Sanj probably gave you the same thing. So those expressions, like I said, again, if you like that dark cocoa with that smooth bitterness and the spiciness of an ajo pepper. That's really what you're getting on there. Then you're going to get notes of sweet cedar and leather, and throughout the entire cigar. And like I said, the special thing that him and Hilario have done on that is the fact that through all the different sizes, that flavor profile remains the same. So now it's about your choice and size, and about the the mouthfeel and the profile. Mm-hmm. So they've worked hard to keep that profile, exactly the same. And I can promise you, as everybody out there and yourself, Tom, has smoked, a lot of the same brands in different sizes, and it's a much different experience. And people say, I wish I wish this tasted more like this and this profile. Honestly, you don't have to wish for that, because that's what they've been able to pull off. And like I said, the little teaser that I can give from smoking it. And again, the beauty is absolutely nothing like these. So 2 entirely different cigars. Sanj worked with 2 entirely different masters from how they do everything and how they work the process. So it just shows you when you have masters in the business that you could do things absolutely nothing alike, and come out with 2 entirely different products that both of them will blow your mind.
Wow. And it takes a lot more time, attention to get that consistency on all the sizes, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, so this is nothing, Tom, that we decided to say, hey, Hilario, we need to do this. This is in the process for the last 2 years. SP 1014 Red, before we launched it, it was in the process for almost 4 years. So even our SP 1014, well, we'll announce it here because it's all family here. So sure. SP 1014 Charisma, it's coming out in October 2023. And guess what? Blends are done, finalized, cigars are under production, and then within January, it should be all production done, and then it's going to go into the aging room until October.
Wow.
So, this is something that we were actually supposed to launch both cigars at the same time in October. Last January. And what happened, he had a time frame with non-compete. So I said, look, just hold off on it and we'll do it again. It's nothing, no sense getting into any kind of issue with anybody, because a lot of people, and especially in my business, they have false pride and, they want to do stupid things without understanding. So, that's something, look, I always tell, even a lot of podcasts we've done, I always tell people, Hilario is somebody to me, and I'm a smoker for a long time.
Right.
That's a god in this business. There is no one better than this business. Just him behind this project. Hilario is somebody, if he took freaking newspaper and rolled it, he'll come out with something. The man is talented. Look what he did for 40 years, this is the company that's the prestigious company. And, if anything was wrong, they have no shame, no loyalty. They would have been like, hey, goodbye, and it just, look, I consider myself very lucky, very blessed, and that he chose to work with me, and I don't ever remember having tears in my eyes. Over the phone, he told me I had tears in my eyes. When we went to the factory and when we met him, and we were sitting in the same room, I kept on telling Mario and Angel, I said, I don't know whether my heart's going to bust open or I'm going to burst out crying for no apparent reason. And it was just that feeling, because it's somebody that you always idolize, right? You always follow him. And 30 years later, here's a man, any company in the freaking world he could work with. He chose to work with me. And to me, that's all it was, So it's look, for us, this project is very, very different. And it's very dear to me, and it's very close to my heart. And I'm a type of guy. If I have to keep all my cigars here and sell it out of here, I'm okay with that too. But it's gonna take this industry into a different level, because what people have smoked today is like same stuff over and over with new band, new boxes, and maybe new size, but the sizes as they change it's all compromise. Right. So here, like I explained to you earlier, smaller cigars, smaller ring gauge. We have, full wrapper. As the ring gauge changes, we added, quarter more sliver, half more and three-quarter to balance the, ratio between wrapper and the filler. So it's very different. I mean, look, this is, long time, almost 2.5 years. And blend was finalized last November 2021. And just like the SB 1014 Charisma, we're not going to release that until 2023. And the blend is already done. Everything's finalized. I have the cigars here.
Wow.
And, we just, I mean, to me, I'm lost for words. I don't, right now, if you could put a, stethoscope in my heart, it's pumping, rather, faster. I'm just excited talking about him. I'm just excited. And the man, listen, it's a true legend. You know what makes him legend? The humblest man I have ever met in my entire life. And to, very soft spoken, very mild manner, and the way he rolls. He has never personally rolled a cigar and give it to somebody. He handed us three cigars, and I'm gonna keep that. And he says, I said, why three? And he goes, that's for your 3 kids. So I said, I'm gonna smoke them, when their special occasion comes, right? And to me, I mean, look, it's not much, but it's everything, and it's where it's coming from. True legend handing you something, it's priceless. I mean, how do you even say, and just a man is just salt of the earth, and I'm excited, and I hope, so far, look, the way we looking at it, the people, their opinion that I value, they all give 10 out of 10 so far. So for me, and they know, I said, don't tell me, because I could still change stuff. Once you finalize and say, yeah, I'm going to take your, and then again, look, that's something to satisfy, back of my head. I know what I want. I know what I created, and that ends right there. Out of the 10, 20 people that so far have tried the cigars, and all 20 of them said, this is no good, I'm still going to continue with the process, because that's my expertise.
Right.
So, and again, whenever you create something, it's like anything else, alcohol, soft drinks, food, not everyone's going to like it. You could be the top chef in a business. You could be a top, alcohol person, but there are people you're going to find they're not going to appreciate what you're doing. So for us, the opinions don't matter. I'm still going to continue what I believe in, and that's all is to it.
Absolutely. Well, we're thrilled for you, Sanj, what you're doing there with Eladio, and the release coming very soon. I can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
And
every day, Tom, I'm losing sleep, not out of something bad, just exciting. Come on, let's go. Now I'm counting days, and packaging is a killer. We're gonna launch all this packaging and everything October 1st. So blend is gonna come out October 1st. We're gonna launch the actual packaging, and it's just simply gorgeous. Very simple, but gorgeous.
excellent.
And in the upcoming weeks, we will make sure Ilario has been kind enough to commit to doing the show in the next couple of weeks. So as I finish with production and everything else that needs to be knocked out, Ilario will be on Cigar Saturday with us. I'll have a translator with him, and he'll be taking questions. So this is a little, like I said, when you have the ability to ask people who really love cigars and really care about blending and the history of blending. It's like sitting with some, it's like when you go to even one of our barn smokers, and everyone who really knows cigars runs up to Willie and asks him questions. Yes. And Willie's always humble enough to answer them and talk to you. Ilario, like I said, is a master. So have your questions for Ilario. He's incredibly humble. He's widely known. You ask other blenders, torcedores, people in the industry about him, and they will equally say, hey man, he's one of the godfathers of the industry. So when we have him on, for all those people that are real cigar nerds, get in there, be on the show, ask questions. That'll be a day, Tom, you're going to hate the keyboard, because people, be asking a lot of questions, because was it 45 years of something like that? I think 45 years of blending. So
that's just with Davidoff. He's been blending. He's 70 years old.
So,
and I call him Dominican Morgan Freeman. He has that deep voice, and he sounds just like Morgan Freeman.
Hola. Oh no.
All right. I
Yeah.
like it.
Very classy, you know, very humble. His wife, kids, everybody. His wife smokes 7-8 cigars a day.
Excellent. And again, that we'll do that in the next few weeks. You'll be
Yep.
Yeah,
seeing.
Everything gets ramped up. So
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. Well,
that'll-
gentlemen, this is. I'm glad. I mean, I know we had some other plans tonight. I'm glad we could actually have this chat about what's coming up. This is fun. To learn about what's coming up with.
It's all right.
1014.
He's going to be driving to my house with an extra pig. That's all.
He'll have to bring us an extra pig, won't he?
Yeah, it's gonna. There's going to be an extra pig. He might have to do a pig out for my birthday. You know, I'm a big asshole. You're a big asshole. Your revenge is also very big. So a pig cooked at my birthday coming up in my future. You listening, Tank? Yeah, you got that. I see you.
We'll look forward to seeing Tank soon and Matty and the whole gang there at Barn Smoker in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. I'll be there, so watch out for all of us. You'll see us, and it will be a lot of fun here in just 2 weeks from today, right? 2 weeks from today.
Yes, sir. So
it's soon.
And everybody again, like I said, so good. We talk about it all the time, and I just keep saying it. So good to be back on the road to see people again, to share the experience of cigar and food and drink and just be around people again, brother. That's what it's all about. Yeah. And when it comes to doing experientials, I mean, no one does it better than Drew Estate. That's why people just keep coming back, and people like to travel around the country going to each one of these because, like I said, each one is a very, very different experience. Each one has the components of different cigars where you're smoking things that come out of Connecticut, River Basin, and Pennsylvania. And now you're going to go see where the Kentucky fire cured tobacco is
right
here. So and when you go in there and you smell that, you know, you get a sniff in that bar and you're just like, all right. So very, very unique, very, very cool way that it's done. And now if you're going to that, you're going to get to be part of that experience and actually see how it's done and see the tobacco and talk to the farmers. It's cool stuff, man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't wait I know the aromas will be delicious. Good to see John. I think John's coming to one of these events. We'll look forward to it. John and Carlton and Israel. Good to have you watching too. So many good folks, y'all. Take a moment as we wrap up here. Everybody who's been watching, like this video wherever it is. It means a lot to us. Share it on your social. It helps us spread the word. We're really grateful for you doing that now. And we hope everybody has a really good rest of their weekend with cigar in hand, with whiskey in hand, whatever you have in hand. We hope you have a really good one. And we'll look forward to seeing y'all next week here on Cigar Saturday. Sanj, a real pleasure chatting with you tonight.
Likewise.
All right.
Much
Cheers,
love,
Matty.
We'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Good night.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks.